What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the flip side of mud. I know every time y'all get on here, the mess gets worse or better. You never really know. But welcome back to the series 58,000 Lives, a tribute to the fallen, where we talk about every single one of the 58,256 Vietnam veterans that lost their life. I always give y'all an update and tell you how we kind of do it a little bit in case this is your first video, and then we get right in it and read 20 names. We are on video out of 59,256. There's 2,910 videos I have to do. 2,910. Did y'all see that falling? Was that a ghost or a spider web? I don't feel no spider. Did y'all see that? Any? I don't see. It's not a spider. I don't know. Anywho, that could have been a ghost. Sorry, I just ate a big old helping of Mexican food. But we're about to start video 35 out of 2,910, so we have a long ways to go, which is number 680, the person. And I wrote up to. I'm always writing ahead. 994. So I'm still a little ahead of where I'm at right now. It's gonna be like that for the first couple minutes. I apologize for the clearing of the throat and everything. It's just what happens to me after I eat. It's unfortunate, but especially when I talk after eating. But what I do is I get on Google Books, which has all of the Vietnam veterans' names on it, and their where those the date of birth and death. And well, I'll just show you guys. It's just easier to show y'all. So I get on here. This is Google Books. It's got all the names. I'll just show you so you can actually see what it says. And then I go over to Wall of Faces so I can get a picture of their face. I want a picture with every name. I want you to be able to see what they look like. And then I go over to findagrave.com, and that's where I get a lot of their info that their family has put in. And if I can't find anything there, I will go to a couple different websites. And sometimes I don't find anything at all. Sometimes I find a little bit. Sometimes I find a lot. Which the lots are going to be podcast. I'm gonna like Silver Stars, Medal of Honors, anything with a pretty neat story that needs more than just a 30-second read, which is about what these get. I'm actually going to start the podcast. I keep saying a future podcast, future podcast. I've been saying it for 34 videos. I'm actually going to start the podcast next week. I just downloaded Spotify podcast, so I'll let y'all know what the link is and everything. But I'm going to start doing the podcast, trying to catch up a little bit because the podcast I might do 10 names out of the first 100, and it might take 30 minutes. It might take longer. It just depends on the discussion that we have based on what happened to the person. That's pretty much it. I do a read. I read their name, when they was born, where they died, where they served, how they died. Show you all a picture. Give a moment of silence, and we thank them for their service, kind of honoring the heroes that they deserve. Especially a lot of them didn't get Vietnam when they came home, so a lot of them, these guys, need more respect. So that's pretty much what we do. We're gonna just kind of jump right in. If I have any funny pictures on my phone, I show it as I'm going through, just for fun. But we're gonna roll right into the very first one. This is number 680 out of 58,256, and we're gonna roll 20 names. Let's get the video started. This is SP4 Robert Eugene, aka Bobby Allen. It won't say their name on here, but in the the Find a Grave, it usually has their nickname, like family members put it on there. So his nickname in the service was Bobby. So Robert Eugene Bobby, born January 4th, 1947, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Died October 14th, 1967. He was 20 in Long An, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 5th Battalion, 60th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 27E, line 104, the Wall Memorial. Let's give SP4 Robert Eugene Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Still trying to figure out what that was. Yeah, this is SP4 Robert John Allen. He was born March 8, 1948 in Providence, Rhode Island. He died February 9, 1968. He was 19 in Dien Hu, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 2nd Battalion, 12th Cavalry, 1st Cavalry Division. Died from multiple frag wounds. He's on panel 38E, line 42 of the War Memorial. Let's give SB4 Robert John Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Another thing I forgot to say is like when the Silver Stars come up, they have a big paragraph, the promote where they was given by the government, different things like that, and I screenshot those because it's way too much to write, and I read those live on here, so I don't know what they say. So you all are getting a live reaction from me instead of me just reading off of something I've already wrote. I want to give a live reaction, so I don't know what they say. So we get a live reaction together if it makes any sense. Okay, this is, and there'll be some. There usually is a few per video. This is Corporal Robert Samuel Allen. Now, when I say corporal, doesn't mean it ended as corporal. That's just what I have on here. Sometimes they got promoted and it doesn't have it, but I have what was wrote down. Corporal Robert Samuel Allen, born August 14th, 1947, in New Jersey. Died May 5th, 1968. He was 20 from Vietnam. He's with A Company, 1st Battalion, 50th Infantry Regiment, 173rd Airborne Brigade. In the Battle of Bayo, the Battle of Bayo, Allen was seen bravely directing fire from his APC in an attempted counterattack. Died when his APC was hit by RPG fire. Now, I'm going to put a check mark down because I should have done it when I was writing it. Because to me, that deserves at least a Silver Star, right? The dude jumps on his APC and starts firing at people. Doesn't that deserve something? So we're going to check mark on it. So that'll be one we discuss. Why doesn't he have a Medal of Honor or a Silver Star, at least Silver Star? He's on panel 54E, line 42 of the War Memorial. Give Corporal Robert Samuel Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Now, in the world of the internet, you're not supposed to tell people where you're from and all that stuff. But if I was not doing that, I was kind of giving it away. If y'all noticed, if you look closely, you'll see where I'm from because it kind of says it. It was like, hey, I know where this guy's from. Junction Station. Well, Junction Station's a gas station. But got a free T-shirt, so. Okay, it's like 5 minutes down the road. Okay, let's go to PFC Robert Warren Allen. There's a lot of Allens. Like, I'm in the Andersons right now. So, the 600s are in the Allens. The 900s are in the Andersons. I'm going to be in the A's for a minute. Okay, he was born October 5th, 1947 in Birmingham, Alabama. Died October 3rd, okay, that's always, when they're always close, I always mention that. He was born October 5th, 1947, died October 3rd, 1965. He was 17. He died 2 days before his 18th birthday. That's insane. In Quang Nam, Vietnam. He served with H&S Company, 3rd Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. Died for gunshot wounds to the body. He's on panel 2E, line 103 of the War Memorial. Let's give PFC Robert Warren Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. I was going to say, why did I write Paul Rudd on here? I think I wrote Paul Rudd on here because the guy looks like Paul Rudd. I think that's why I did that. Well, I mean, now that I'm looking at it, I don't really see it. Why did I say that before? I don't know. Maybe kind of does a little bit, but I sure seen it. That's why I put a arrow on his name and wrote Paul Rudd. This is PFC Ronald Joseph Allen. Y'all tell me if he looks like Paul Rudd or not. I think he does a little. He looks like that guy from The Faculty, though. The main character from The Faculty. Born August 21st, 1948. I have a question mark, so that means I don't know where he was born, but I have his home record. New Orleans, Louisiana. They always have that on here. Died February 28, 1969. He was 20. In Cahan Hoa, Vietnam. He served. Haunted building, by the way. He served with A Company, 3rd Battalion, 60th Infantry Regiment, 9th Infantry Division. Died from small arms fire. So that could have been a ghost. That could have been a spiderweb. If you go to video 5, I think it is, video 3, 5, somewhere in the very beginning of the series, there's a ghost. I caught a ghost on the camera. So, FYI. He's on panel 31W, line 87 of the War Memorial. Speaking of the War Memorial, that's another thing I forgot to say. go to the War Memorial in Washington, D.C. if you haven't been. It is a must see. You're standing at the foot of Lincoln, at the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. It's on your right. Let's give PFC Ronald Joseph Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Now this building is completely closed. No air conditioners on. There's a fan blowing in here, and I can hear the fan. It's a tower fan. There's no TVs on. Nothing. No air conditioners running. Just me sitting in a completely quiet room with that little bit of fan and making a little squeaking sound. I can isolate that sound because it does it all the time. Just did it again. So if there's any other sounds, that means something. Okay. This is Lance Corporal Ronald Paul Allen. Born September 3rd, 1946 in Sioux City, Iowa. Died December 27th, 1967. He was 21 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He was with L Company, 3rd Battalion, 1st Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division. In Operation Badger Tooth, Allen died from gunshots. That's exactly what it said. He's on panel 32, E-line 67 of the War Memorial. I'm stuffed. I ate way too much. Let's give Lance Corporal Ronald Paul Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Now, I remember the pile I had behind me last video, but I finally separated it. This here is all my eBay, going to go on eBay. These two stacks here. And these ones over here underneath my elbow are already on eBay. Those are going on eBay. And then everything over in this corner, I went through the eBay and knocked it down. It's all going out in the store. That's what that buggy's for. I went through and put stuff in 2 different buggies. I got a couple boxes to go that's going to go out into my store instead of on eBay. So I'm kind of shooting my eBay down a little bit and cleaning it out some. But it looks cleaner than it has. And all those clothes hanging, it's winter clothes because we had nowhere to store it. So in the wintertime, we hang them. So here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to be getting them down, taking them out in the front, and then swapping them out for summer. Like y'all needed to know that. And this is Leonardo. He's going to be going on eBay tonight. Anywho, what a weird picture. This, I can't say enough. This is just a weird picture of this guy. Not saying the guy's weird. It's just weird to me. This is Staff Sergeant Ronald Stewart Allen III. Kind of looks like was a duck. What was that movie in the 70s and 80s? The Duck. You know what I'm talking about? It was Marvel. I'll think of it in a minute, but he looks like that duck. I'll show it again if I can think of it. He was born October 18, 1924 in Oklahoma. Died December 21st, 1967. Howard the Duck. He was 25. But 24 to 67. Oh, there's my dyslexia. I wrote 24. It's supposed to be 42. I do that all the time. Let me fix that. I am dyslexic. So 1942. I was like, how's he 25? There we go. 42. Died December 21st, 1967. Was 25. In Dong Nha, Vietnam. He's a C Company, 3rd Squadron, 5th Cavalry, 9th Infantry Regiment. Died from gunshot wounds. He was only in Vietnam less than a month. Whew. Here you go. Howard the Duck. He's on panel 32, E-line 34 of the War Memorial. Let's give Staff Sergeant Ronald Stewart Allen III a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. That's a car outside. But as soon as I get done here, I'm going to clear this spot here and start posting on eBay again. Okay, this is Corporal Roy Allen. Born December 24th, 1947. His home record is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, not Mississippi. Died February 26, 1968. He was 20 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 8th Engineering Battalion, 1st Cavalry Division. He was a pioneer construction soldier. I don't know what that means. He was traveling on a LCO equipment transport vessel on the CVA Viet River. Cuva Viet River. It and another LCO were attacked by hostile forces. He died being struck by metal fragments. That's a tongue twister to get out. He's on panel 41E, line 34 of the War Memorial. Give Corporal Roy Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. If you sometimes I pause. I have PTSD really bad from the military, so if I pause sometimes and look off into the nowhere, I just lose my train of thought. It happens all the time. One of these days, I'm afraid I'm gonna have an attack on the video. I haven't done that yet, so keep your fingers crossed. This is PFC Roy Ransom Allen. I'm gonna get a ransom for him. Born January 7th, 1946. Newark, New Jersey, his home record. Died March 21st, 1966. He was 20. In Bien Dong, Vietnam. He served with B Company, 1st Battalion, 2nd Infantry, 1st Infantry Division. Allen was recreationally swimming in the Song Bi River. Nearby soldiers pulled him from the water and administered breathing, but was unable to save him. That's all. I'm going to put a check mark. I don't know why I think that deserves a check mark. He's on panel 6E, line 27 of the Wall Memorial. Give PFC Roy Ransom Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Now, this picture of this guy here looks like a movie photo. This looks like it should be it should be a cover or a cover of a movie. I guess how they say it, like cover of a book. This is Staff Sergeant Samuel R. Bucky Allen, aka Bucky. See the photo? Like the cover of a book or something. Can't tell he's got a cigarette in his mouth. He was born January 2nd, 1935 in Kentucky. Died May 16th, 1967. He was 32 in Vietnam. He's with Detachment A252 PLEIMRONG. I don't know what that means. He's a B Company, 5th Special Forces Group. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 20E, line 4 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Staff Sergeant Samuel Bucky Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Staff Sergeant Sanford Thomas Allen. Born May 13th, 1929 in Smithfield, North Carolina. Died May 9th, 1968. He was 39. I think that's what I have on here. Yeah. Long and Vietnam. He was A Company, 34th Armored Regiment, 25th Infantry Division, aka Tropic Lightning. Died from artillery fire. He's on panel 57E, line 13 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Staff Sergeant Sanford Thomas Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is Sergeant Terrence William, aka Terry Allen. He was born April 2nd, 1947. Bay City, Michigan. His home record. He died May 6th. May. He died just a month after he turned 21. 1968, he was 21. In Thien Hue, Vietnam. He's with A Company, 3rd Platoon, 3rd Battalion, 21st Infantry Regiment, 196th Infantry Brigade. Could not find any info on his death. He's on panel 55E, line 38 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Sergeant Terrence William Terry Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Okay, this is LTC Terry De La Mesa Allen Jr. Did I get his face on there? I couldn't see. Born April 13, 1929 in El Paso, Texas. Died October 17, 1967. He was 38 in Binh Phuong, Vietnam. He was a commander of 2nd Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, Black Lions, 1st Infantry Division, the Big Red One. He had all kinds of nicknames. 28th Infantry Regiment was the Black Lions, and the 1st Infantry Division was the Big Red One. Distinguished Service Cross. See photos. Here we go. So I have no idea what happened to him. So we're going to read it together here. Lieutenant Colonel Allen distinguished himself to be exceptionally valorous actions October 17, 1967 while serving as commanding officer of infantry battalion on a search and destroy operation near Chong Thang. While moving to locate a suspected enemy base, a forward patrol of his unit detected a lone Viet Cong soldier and noises that indicated others were in the area. The element immediately deployed in an attempt to engage the insurgents. It was suddenly attacked by a large enemy force. Colonel Allen quickly positioned the remainder of his men in a defensive perimeter, established radio contact with a beleaguered patrol, and ordered its withdrawal to his position so the artillery and airstrikes could be directed to the hostile positions. As the forward element began to pull back, the main force flank was savagely attacked with devastating automatic weapons, rocket and claymore weapons fire. Completely disregarding his personal safety, Colonel Allen repeatedly exposed himself to the withering barrage and moved among his men, skillfully directing the defense and encouraging his troops to fight fiercely against the determined attackers. Accurate concentrations of enemy fire infiltrated numerous casualties onto his men, and he was seriously wounded himself. But he refused medical attention and remained in the open to control the defenses and the movement of the forward element, which was still attempting to join his main force. He was mortally wounded while gallantly leading his men in the face of overwhelming odds. His fearless actions in the heat of battle inspired his unit to staunchly defend its critical position until reinforcements arrived and the hostile forces were decisively defeated. Colonel Allen's extraordinary heroism and devotion to duty at the cost of his life were kept to the highest traditions of military service and reflect great upon himself, his unit, and the United States Army. Whew! See, that's the first time I've seen that. He's going to get a check mark. He's on panel 28E, line 18 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give this hero LTC Terry de la Mesa Allen Jr. a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is SP4 Terry Ernest Allen. Wouldn't you hate to be the next person on the list followed up by somebody like that? Born November 25th, 1947. His home record is Canastota, 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 New York. Died March 4th, 1968. He was 20. Vietnam. He served with E Company, 1st Battalion, 51st Infantry Regiment, aka Rangers. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 42E, line 60 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give SP4 Terry Ernest Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. Something right behind me. It'll be like in the movies. I'm not going to look backwards. Okay. Let's ignore it. This is PFC Terry James Allen. If we ignore it, it'll go away. Born April 28, 1946 in California. Died May 2nd, 1967. April, May. So he died like a couple days after his 21st birthday. Could not find any info. Nothing. I put exclamation points. Nothing. He's on panel 19E, line 9 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Terry James Allen we have no clue how he died. A moment of silence. We thank him for his service. If y'all see anything behind me, comment. This is Corporal Terry Allen Jr. Born January 5th, 1948. Homer Record, Noonan, Georgia. Been there many times. Won a karaoke contest there one time. Got a bottle of whiskey for it. He was born January 5th, 1948. That was the prize of your choice. But you couldn't have Jack Daniels, which is what I wanted, which was weird. You couldn't have the two main ones. So I got I don't remember what I got. He died June 23rd, 1968. He was 20 in Vietnam. He was with B Company, 46th Infantry, 198th Infantry Brigade. See photos. Okay, here we go with another one. I don't know. The professionals of 146 came in country aboard USS Upshur October 4th, 1967 as part of 198th Light Infantry Brigade. 198th became part of the American Division. After 1 month of orientation in Dokpol, the battalion was deployed north of Cha Lai They patrolled from Hill 54, Hill 69, LZ Young, and LZ Baldley in Quang Tien Province. In March 1969, the battalion moved to the LZ Professional in the mountains southeast of Tien Phuoc, Quang Tien Province, to relieve a battered 152nd Infantry of the 198th. July 1967, the battalion, which had been operating under operational control of the 196th of the became permanent member of that brigade. The battalion operated from LZ Professional until August 1970. February 1970, the battalion established a temporary fire base. I don't need to know any of this information. LZ Mary Ann on a remote mountain site near Hawk. No wonder I should have read this. I want to know how he died. The battalion returned to Mary Ann in the summer 1970. Blah blah blah. Let's find out why he died. Finally, February 1970, the battalion established temporary fire base at LZ Mary Ann, a remote mountain site near Hawk Duck, Quang Tri Province. The battalion returned to Mary Ann in the summer 1970. That give me zero information on how he died. I didn't get one thing. All it told me was how his unit was moved around. I don't understand that. So I got nothing off that. Anyway, I'm gonna read the thing at the top I was looking at a minute ago. It says, "Slip off that pack, set it down by the crooked trail, drop that steel pot alongside, shed those magazine-laden bandrollers away from your sweat-soaked shirt, lay that silent weapon down, and step out of the heat. Feel the soothing, cool breeze right down your soul, and rest forever in the shade of your love, brother." That's pretty cool. I didn't get nothing out of that. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, he's on panel 55, W line 20 of the War Memorial. Give Corporal Terry Allen Jr. a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. I thought there was going to be something in that. This is Corporal Terry Lee Allen. I mean, all it did was just tell us where this unit moved around to. He was born August 29th, 1947, died June 9th, 1968. He was in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He served with H Company, 2nd Battalion, 4th Marine, 3rd Marine Division. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 58, W line 5 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give Corporal Terry Lee Allen a moment of silence. Thank him for his service. This is PFC Terry Lee Otis Allen. Got 4 names like my son. And born December 22nd, 1947 in Jackson County, Missouri. Died June 22nd, 1967. He was 19 in Con Tum, Vietnam. He served with A Company, 2nd Battalion, 503rd Infantry Regiment, 173rd Airborne Brigade, paratrooper. Shot before he landed as he was paratrooping. Or he was gliding down. He's on panel 22, E line 35 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Terry Lee Otis Allen a moment of silence. We got 2 more reads from this video. This is PFC Thomas Allen. Born August 23rd, 1947, Jacksonville, Illinois. Died May 14th, 1967. He was 19 in Quang Tri, Vietnam. He was with D Company, 1st Battalion, 9th Marine Regiment, 3rd Marine Division. Died from small arms fire. He's on panel 19, E line 114 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give PFC Thomas Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. This is the last read of this video. This is SP4 Thomas Barry Allen. Born April 19th, 1949 in Indianapolis, Mississippi. Died November 22nd, 1967. He was 18 of Vietnam. He was with a Scout Heli Repairer. He was a Scout Heli Repairer with the 54th Aviation Company, 12th Aviation Group. A UH-1A Otter fixed air wing crashed and burned on its takeoff. It hit a cable that was strung on the crane next to the runway. The pilot lost control and crashed. Personnel heard the crash and came running, but had trouble with it being on fire. 9 perished. That's getting a check mark. That needs more discussion. He's on panel 30, E line 61 of the Wall Memorial. Let's give SP4 Thomas Barry Allen a moment of silence. We thank him for his service. All right, guys, if you like these videos, if you like that I'm doing this work and giving these people the honor that they deserve, and if you have any family members with last names that are not A coming up later, these videos are going to be in my YouTube channel. They're going to be put in categories of letter. So I'm still in the A's, so that way you can find your family member, and if it's AA, they're going to be at the beginning of the video. If they're AZ, they're going to be at the end of the video. So you don't have to go through all 2,100 videos looking for your family member. But if you like this, guys, share, comment. I need to get the views up. I want to get this podcast going and get more interest in reading the names of these guys and gals. There was been one gal, but I appreciate everything, all the support I'm getting from people who want me to do this, and because it's very difficult, especially doing it by yourself. But thank y'all, and I'll see you on video 36.